World Cups often take the limelight of international competition, but unfortunately for these teams, they've not had much to cheer about since 2005. These are the top 10 teams who've fallen the most in FIFA rankings. So for the purpose of this video, I've measured the performance of teams from the 18th of May 2005 to July the 20th, 2023. Let's begin. First up we have St. Lucia. They've not had much go their way recently. They've never qualified for a World Cup or even a CONCACAF Gold Cup. Since 2005, they've fallen 52 places in the FIFA rankings, from 118th to 170th. Singapore. Back in 2005 they were ranked 104th in the world. They were actually in the midst of their most successful period as they won 4 AFF championships between 1998 and 2012. 3 of these were won with their record appearance maker, Daniel Bennett. Fast forward to 2023 and things aren't looking so cheerful. They've fallen 54 rankings to 158th in the world. Moving to North Africa and we have Libya. They've never qualified for a World Cup, but they have made it into the African Cup of Nations. Their most recent appearance was in 2012 when they finished 10th. Since then, it's been a bit of a disaster. They've taken a lot of steps back, moving down 57 places in the rankings. Our first step into Europe with Liechtenstein. Back in 2005 they were ranked 141st in the world. One of the brightest players in their history has to be Mario Frick. He played 125 games, scoring 16 goals. Not even he could help them though, as they've plummeted in the rankings to 200th place. Interestingly, the only countries they've ever beaten more than once in a competitive game are San Marino and Luxembourg. From a nation of 39,000 people to one of over 270 million, Indonesia. In the late 90s and early 2000s, it was probably the golden age of Indonesian football. They reached the group stage in 4 consecutive Asian Cups. Goals from Bambang Pamungkas even helped them win an Indonesian Independence Cup. Since then though, things have gone rather awry. They've fallen 60 places in the rankings to 150th place. Staying within Asia, we're moving to Sri Lanka. In 2005 they were ranked 140th in the world. The following year they would finish runner-up in the AFC Challenge Cup, losing to Tajikistan in the final. They entered a period of turmoil on and off the field though, recently being suspended by FIFA. All in all they've fallen 64 placements and are now ranked 204th in the world. Zimbabwe. Although they've never made it to a World Cup, in the mid-2000s they did qualify for 2 African Cup of Nations but were eliminated twice in the group stage. Record goalscorer Peter Ndlovu, a familiar face to English football, helped them get there. Unfortunately, complete mismanagement on and off the field has seen them fall 68 places from 57th to 125th. They're currently suspended by FIFA, but with reinstatement, maybe they could climb back up the rankings. Back north into Europe, and it's Latvia. Another side who enjoyed a golden age in the mid-2000s. In Euro 2004 qualifiers, they finished second in the group, bringing a playoff against Turkey. Incredibly, they triumphed 3-2 on aggregate. To date, they are the only Baltic team to ever qualify for a European Championships. Nearly 2 decades later, and things have gotten pretty bad. In Euro 2020 qualification, they ended up losing 9 out of 10 games. They've fallen 69 places from 65th to 134th in the world. Our penultimate team, Q8. Once an impressive footballing nation, they've won an Asian Cup and countless other regional trophies. In 1982 they also qualified for the World Cup. Their record goalscorer, Bashar Abdullah, scored 75 goals for them before retiring in 2007. In 2023, they're no longer the same footballing power. It's been 23 years since they last made it out of the group stage at an Asian Cup. In total they've fallen 82 positions from 55th to 137th. But let's move on to number 1. The nation which has gotten worse since 2005 is Cuba. Once a World Cup quarter-finalist, Cuba has had a torrid time over the last few decades. In their last 5 World Cup qualification campaigns, they've only won 5 games in total. Their performance in the Gold Cup hasn't been much better either. All in all, they've fallen 108 positions, from 64th to 172nd. A range of nations from around the world, but all have been suffering that same sinking feeling. Maybe with a bit of luck and development, these teams can reclimb the ladder. Thanks for watching this video.